As a chef, what's the weirdest request you've gotten from a customer? I have worked as a head chef and kitchen manager for a few different restaurants. People can be incredibly weird about their food, but these are some of my favorites. Double order of every cheese on the menu for a burger. We have 10, it was 40 slices of cheese. Cheddar cheese melted on an apple pie. Apparently that is a thing somewhere. Seemed really strange to me. Wings tossed in melted American cheese. Wings submerged in a bowl of butter. -4 ounces of melted butter to pour into an 8 ounces bowl of chili. Burgers and steaks half rare, half mid-well. Mid-rare no pink. Turkey burger mid-rare. You are going to die. Kids chicken fingers medium. Even worse, you are going to kill your kids. French onion soup, no onions. They wanted me to strain all of the onions out of their soup. Hey guys, if you don't like onions, maybe don't pick onion soup. People can be weird with their allergy requests also. Had a woman call me out of the kitchen to speak to me personally because she claimed to have such a serious gluten allergy that if any even touched her food she would be seriously ill. She had me at the table for the better part of 10 minutes going through exactly how she needed her food prepared. I went back out to the table a few minutes later to clarify something with her to find her chowing down on the table's slider burger appetizer served on regular rolls full of gluten. I rushed over to tell her what she was doing and she just shrugged and said, well, I'm sure some gluten will be okay. Great, thank you for making me scrub all my cookware and prepare your entree in a completely different area of the kitchen to avoid any potential cross-contamination during a busy Saturday dinner service. I worked at a new hot restaurant in Florida. We were a huge place with 3 dining rooms and a banquet room. We had people waiting at the door every day at 4 p.m. waiting to get in because we had awesome specials like our 1-pound prime rib with a baked potato, salad and our homemade croutons, all for $9.95. People went nuts over this. Well, once a year in the summer we ran a special with a Maine lobster for $15.95. One evening a server came back and asked the cooks that this lady was requesting a lobster barely cooked. So she wanted it still somewhat alive and moving, medium rare. I was very uncomfortable with this and disturbed. I know it's just a lobster and we throw them in hot boiling water alive, but they die instantly. She wanted this sucker still moving, so that means she would be eating it while it's still alive. I refused, but the manager approved it and did it himself. I was bothered by this for some time and it still bothers me to this day. My weirdest request actually came from a celebrity NBA star that everyone on the planet would know, as he's a legend. He wanted dessert, but he couldn't have wheat flour, white sugar or any fat. On the fly I made him a sorbet of seasonal white peaches, basil and vanilla bean. He loved it, and it was one of my proudest moments as a chef. I don't know why this one stands out in particular, but after 20 years I still think about it. It was a very warm summer night, after the main rush, maybe 9:30 p.m. An order comes in from the outdoor patio area. A 12 ounces filet and a spaghetti bolognese, but with a modifier from the server that simply read, "Will explain, sorry." Which made me laugh. But mainly I was wondering how anyone could eat big steaming bowl of spaghetti bolognese in the heat of a midsummer night. It's a giant portion, and not at all appropriate for a summer menu, but it was a menu staple. Anyway, the thought of it made me sweat. Deneen, the server, made her way back to me and in a firm, no nonsense don't give me any shit tone, one which all New Jersey servers must master to survive, said both plates are for the same cover, and they want the filet served on top of the pasta. She stared at me and didn't blink. I think I only said okay. What makes it even worse, is that the 12 ounces filet was served with roasted wild mushrooms and a thick gorgonzola cream sauce, which the customer also wanted on top. As we plated, and looked upon this monstrosity, I'm certain the whole line felt cheap and used. From the open kitchen rail, where it was plainly visible, Deneen had to carry it through the dining room, through the bar and onto the patio, so everyone could gawk at it like some hideous billboard for gluttony. Soon we had another pop of tickets and so moved past the experience. About an hour later we were breaking down the line. Deneen breezed by and casually mentioned she ate it all and just ordered her third martini. Goddamn. She? I once had a customer come to my restaurant and ask to buy 5 steaks takeaway. Not so strange except for that she wanted them uncooked as she would grill them at home later. I explained that we source our meat from the local butcher and that I would have to charge her our normal price cooked or not. She accepted even when I told her that the butcher was only a mile away and still open. She even left a tip.